What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at Sam Cane, the newly appointed All Black captain, and the weight that he's got on his shoulders from the past captains of history. I mean, we all look at the captains that New Zealand have offered. If we go to Kieran Read from 1957 to 71, only 4 caps as captain, but he still was a legend of the game. Wayne Buck Shelford, 16 caps as captain. You've got, obviously, Dave Gallagher, 1903 to 06. None of you were even born, not even myself. Wilson Winery, 1957 to 65. You've got Tane Randalls, who had a stint. You've got Anton Oliver, who had a stint. You've got the legend, the greatest All Black captain, 111 tests, Richie McCaw. You've got Kieran Read, who was a part of Richie's leadership as well, who took over and I think did a good job. And now you've got Sam Cane, the new era of All Black rugby. He's got a hell of a lot of pressure on him because the All Blacks have been dominant for over 10 years, beating the best, staying the best, and continuing to really break records throughout the world. There was talk of whether Sam Whitelock should be captain or Sam Cane. Those were pretty much the debates of who it should be. A lot was saying, why does the All Blacks always stick to your forwards as captain and not go with the back, like Beauden Barrett maybe? But I think they've made a smart decision. Sam Cane's, 28 years old? So he's got another good 4-5 years solidly on his career. He's been around for quite some time and he's experienced. If we look at Sam Whitelock, the man's, I think, 32 years old. He doesn't have much time on his hand. And definitely in his mind, he's going to be thinking of the future and possibly end his career overseas, like Dan Carter and Kieran Read and many of the other blokes, because of his age. Although he might have been probably the favourite choice, I think New Zealand have done the right thing in Sam Cane. It's a new era. It's a new time to build. People aren't happy with, well, not all of them, but there's some people who aren't even happy with Ian Foster as coach. Would have rather had Scott Robertson. But we've got to do with what we have and just move on and go forward and see where it gets us. One thing we must all remember, and I think that's for the guys who are probably negative about this whole movement, is what New Zealand has achieved and the history that they have following them. Although this weight on the shoulders is definitely flipping heavy, and they just continue doing what they do best, intimidating the world, following the correct game plans and procedures, and not forgetting, Sam Cane was with Richie McCaw, was with Kieran Read, with Steve Hansen, and even Graham Henry at a point. So he knows these guys. He's been a part of the leadership and history of what these blokes have asked. And he's now with Ian Foster. If your coach and your captain have a bond, your team is in a good place. And I look back at 2007, Jake White and John Smith. Their bond of leadership within the Springbok team stood out. And that kept that team going and kept their movement, kept the positivity, it kept the relationships within the players because they felt safe that the captain and the coach are close and they're doing what they can for the best of the team. So myself included, I would have had Scott Robertson as coach, but I would have had Sam Cane as captain. So I got one of the picks right. But now we have to adapt with Ian Foster. And remember the success of Graham Henry. His sidekick, Steve Hansen. Now Steve Hansen, yes, he didn't win the World Cup in 2019. But over the years, he's still achieved greatness. And his sidekick, Ian Foster, is now the new coach. I think we're just going to need to give time and patience to this new leadership. A lot of people saying it's quite early to be called this, but you need to prepare somehow. You've got to get your team ready. You've got to get your communications flowing, especially now during this time, because that is going to be the key to the success. And that's going to be the key to seeing if the All Blacks can dethrone the Springboks, can dethrone all the other talks of England. And if they can come back and continue that legacy of the 10 years of dominance on their new path with a new leader and a new coach. Let's wait and see what happens. Anything is possible. Just got to believe in your team and believe in the procedures that lie ahead. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.